Hello and welcome to the 11th edition of the Meyer Memos. Today is November 11th, 2016. This week we have no staff meeting. In its place we have our grandparent special persons breakfast. It's Tuesday from 7:30 to 9. The visitors will eat breakfast and have some of our famous cinnamon rolls. Visit classrooms, tour the school, and attend the book fair. There'll be more specifics coming. I'd like for staff to be there at 7:30. Again, this takes the place of a staff meeting. Therefore, this will allow for people visiting to go to the classrooms and there'll be someone there to greet them. Also, I'd like to thank Lori Foy for all of her hard work in planning for Grandparents' Day and her team who supported her so she could do that. In addition, I'd like to thank the cooks for making the special meal. So thank you, and I look forward to a great event. This week we have an ISST meeting Wednesday at 8 o'clock in the conference room. Stacy Rejup will be joining us. She is going to become a new staff member at Olson. She's going to be Jen Rooney's long call reserve. She starts November 15th. Here's a picture of her. She's a recent graduate and probably pretty excited to get started. So if you see her, please welcome her. This week we met as a PBIS team, and there's a summary of our notes is as follows. October behavior data, we had 46 behaviors and 865 tickets given out. That is almost a 20-to-1 ratio. That is phenomenal. Way to go. We talked about specific students and plans and how Hema, Zong, and Lucinda can support students. We also talked about issues in the classroom. If you are having students who are having some issues in class, please contact families through calls or emails so that they don't become a bigger issue, or these are for a repeated behavior, okay? But also, if you need to use the quiet room, it's just understand that it's something that's warranting a call home from Mrs. Hauer. We want to be consistent with issues, like, for example, if a student is consistently having a problem and you finally had enough, that's when you send them to the quiet room and we could call home. The reason I bring this up is some people feel like they can't send people to the quiet room. Well, that's not the case. Again, contact families if there's something that's been happening so it doesn't become a big issue. And then if it comes where it's consistently happening, that's when you send a child to the quiet room, or if it's something that is severe like punching or hitting. All right? We also talked about creating a bus video since we had an uptick in bus behaviors, and we thought about White Tiger ticket winners be a part of that video would be kind of cool. In addition, we wanted to enhance the rallies, and we think about Stripes doing a minute to win it with the teacher and the student. Management update from the district. As management team, we talked about the PD feedback for the October 19th PD day. We talked about January 30th PD day suggestions. November 22nd, we're going to have a staff meeting, and I'm bringing this up because I want to give you a little heads up about it. That staff meeting, we want to look at our SSP to see if we could prioritize some of our actions, because I know that people are feeling overwhelmed with a lot of things, and I need staff to give me recommendations for me to make decisions on what we can drop and how we can adjust for making those drops. In instruction, this is an update from the district. There'll be new report cards. There'll be mock-ups available for November 23rd and December 2nd conferences. The primary grades were concerned over the amount of assessments in the ELA units of study. Hence, that's why we want to talk on November 22nd staff meeting to see if we can make some adjustments on our SSP. And then we also heard that the primary grades are concerned about progress monitoring. So it's been talked about at the district level to see if we can make some adjustments. Learning supports. They've talked about the chronic attendance issues, that 95% is what is needed attendance. So if you have more than 5% of your day or 5% of the year gone, it starts to affect student achievement, and that is equivalent to 8 school days, whether it's unexcused or sick or whatnot. So the district wants to come up with some type of action to prevent chronic attendance issues. They are going to discuss and agree on central issues. They talked about developing a three-tier system and then define and implement a plan and subsequent strategies that make the plan come to life. We kind of did this last year and knocked down 3% of our attendance issues, which was a very nice change. Well, I want to say thank you for another great week, and I wish you a great weekend.